We give thanks to our Lord and Savior's Devolver Digital.
Who burnt the toast?
For the hearty Banana Slammer we are to partake this evening.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to My Friend Pedro, Blood, Bullets, Bananas for the Nintendo Switch.
And PC, but we're showing off the Switch version because...
Welcome to a game that 80% of us in the world thought was a joke.
Yeah, like, it all started with Devolver Digital's E3 conference from last year, where, before this all started, the year beforehand, it was all they did was just... They were just shit posting. That's all they did. There was no major game announcements to go along with it. The year after, and even this year, they've sort of twisted. They sort of twisted it. And
Hey, wake up!
Is this a Katana Zero thing we're dealing with now, or what the...
Oh God, no!
What the?
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
Whoa, we are a masked person.
A masked person of no name. All we know is that we have a friend named Pedro.
Oh.
Hey! Whoa, relax! It's me, Pedro, tu amigo.
Uh-huh.
You got knocked out pretty bad there. Are you okay?
What is life?
How many fingers am I holding up?
What fingers?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. Wherever we are.
So yeah, as I was saying earlier, starting with their second year at E3 and onward, they didn't just start. They didn't do. They were still shit posting for the most part, but they. Oh yeah.
Hey, there's another
keep
way
here.
out.
It's tutorial. Keep talking, James. No worries.
Anyway, yeah, for their second year onward, they still did their shit posting, but they also interspliced it with stuff that, well, ended up becoming legitimate. Their first major joke, which ended up being legitimate, is this game.
Hey, bitch! Look,
Yeah.
you can wall jump here. Do it.
Welcome to probably a game that Matt's gonna love, because as you're already gonna see, this game is basically John Wick.
It is. It is very much
Dun,
John
dun,
Wick
dun.
or The Matrix. All that. It's amazing.
So what's with our reticle in front of us at all
Oh, you'll
times?
see. How
Okay.
irresponsible. Some nincompoop left their pistol just lying around.
Oh,
Oh,
that
did
won't
they?
do.
A nutter could come around and cause all sorts of damage.
Goodness.
Dude,
me.
dude, dude.
Come on,
I
pick
love
it
how
up.
you just
I think
walking
we-
backwards for it.
I think we can escape through this vent. Yeah, no. Just,
Oop.
now roll through the vent,
Whoa.
bitch.
Can you accidentally shoot Pedro?
Nope.
He moves out of the way. So wait. So backing up there, that control is you push in. Wait. So you push down.
You push down
and then to the
forward.
right.
Also, Steve be the big guy. Oh, shucks.
Alright.
That's Mitch the Butcher.
What's wrong with him? He's a butcher.
Meat operation is a front for smuggling unlicensed firearms.
That's what's wrong with him.
Oh,
The
okay.
meat is mainly rats, pigeons, or whatever person they didn't like the look of that day.
Devil
Hey.
damn.
What a nice variety.
I guess that explains how we ended up here.
Oh shoot, we were in the freezer.
Ooh.
Hey, boss. It's quiet out there tonight.
Don't interrupt me while I'm working, you simpleton!
My name is Bob.
Is the shipment ready?
It's almost.
I mean, I would be upset with.
Loosely
I
slacker!
would be upset with Hype's voice, but the guy's
I'll
wearing
show them what
lederhosen.
happens when they slack off.
No, I think it's an apron, but it looks like lederhosen.
Go make yourself useful and prepare whatever sorry sack of meat is laying in the basement.
It's probably an apron, but it looks like lederhosen.
He's coming this way!
Can we just talk
Take him
politely to him?
Ready? Fire!
Oh, son of a... Oh.
Sorry, Sonny Jim. It's only in this world. It's kill or be killed.
Well, at least unlike Katana Zero, we can take a couple of hits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you got three whole sections of your health bar there for a reason. Because this game, well, it's all about the blood. It's all about the bullets, and it's most certainly bananas.
I love how you would just randomly walk backwards throughout these levels.
Well, it looks like the game is like it looks like the game almost functions like a twin stick shooter.
It does.
Kind of,
It really,
yeah.
it really does.
So-
you're primarily moving around with the left
Roll
stick and using the right
backwards.
stick to aim around. And yeah.
That was really fun. That was
You
really
been
funny to be
drinking
rolling
enough
backwards.
water? Hydration is key. You seem a bit out of it. Well, it might be that you were in the freezer for a bit, But let me take you to my special place.
Whoa, what the?
Whoa.
This is where I go when you can't see me.
Oh, his happy place.
Now let me show you something. Hold still. Assuming direct control.
What the?
Ooh.
Oh, this is a tutorial thing he's showing us.
Basically.
See? When you focus, it's like time slows down.
Fair.
And when you focus, you can do flips in the air.
Huh.
Now you try it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I want you to do a full 360 flip. Now use the most awkward button placement of all time.
I was
use
gonna
this.
say, I'm looking at this. I'm like, I would have preferred if the time slowdown was a button, not pushing in on the analog control.
Now do a full flip in slow motion while shooting this priceless vase my grandmother gave to me.
Okay, that was part of the
no.
room. That was the room terraforming. I thought something was going weird with the video.
No.
Oh, not the vase.
Don't.
And yeah, it should also be said, there's kind of a reason why they make you push down the button for the slow-mo stuff,
for the
because
left- while
almost
holding your
every
weapon.
button in this game is used.
You
Oh,
can
wow.
You can separate your aim. This is actually one of my favorite parts of this game. Doing this.
And also one of the few reasons why I thought it was a joke at first, because how the hell do you do shit like that comfortably?
Jolly.
Well, there you go.
You're a mean butt-kicking machine.
But yeah, no, the thing looks almost too crazy to figure out. It's almost like that VR Jason Bourne game that they're gonna be making later.
Yeah,
so,
kind of.
So,
And now
so
watch
James,
this.
how do we split our aim exactly?
Hold L.
Basically what it is that you have a lock-on feature. You can lock onto one person, and then with the right stick you can pretty much aim in the other direction.
Okay, so one gun. So when that happens, one gun is always targeting the closest enemy towards you, and the other one you can aim manually.
Correct.
That's actually pretty intuitive.
Intuitive,
do
though
that.
it definitely takes some getting used to.
But
Yeah.
if when you can prepare like that, that actually is really cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
so also I should give a quick disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. This game is pretty fucking bug nuts. At the same time, though,
You sure you know what you're doing?
relax. These turrets practically install themselves. You just take this thing, put it in here, and then
Oh boy.
well,
At least we know it works.
Oh no!
Looks like you'll have to dodge your way.
like so.
Oh.
How does
Such
What?
grace.
Oh.
Remember, you can use some maneuver to dodge any oncoming bullets.
are we literally
know
doing
how.
that? Are we literally doing that stupid like?
Oh
We're,
lordy.
we're actually doing the stupid like spy thing that if you just dance, you'll dodge all bullets.
Yeah.
Exactly. Trust me, this game literally does not give a flying hoot about realism.
It looks like it looks like it carries the same sort of spectacle value that Katana has. Just as I thought. We're an old town. Is this another level, or are levels
you
more
do
broken
this.
out? It's like retirement home from senior mobster. The retirement plan.
Wait a minute. I'm not following what you're saying, James. Are you saying that a game where your helpful companion is a devil damn banana has no sense of realism whatsoever?
Well, I'm sure there's people out there that believe they have a banana for a friend. Just although that same person's probably at a nut house.
I just
You know-
I having a friend who happens to be a banana could be one thing. When that banana tells you to pick up a gun and start shooting people, that's where I think maybe some concern can be held.
If I could just really quickly, I can't help but be amused by just the concept and especially the name of the game, because I actually have a friend named Pedro. He's actually one of my voice acting friends, and like the minute I saw this game announced, I was like, I wonder what he would think of this.
It's so like crazy weird, but the spectacle of it, like especially when the trailers were showing, and like this game has so many different functions. Something you'll be on a motorcycle, something you're on a jet ski or something. Well, Papa always said, "Hell to dodge bullets." But just the presentation again, I really do appreciate Devolver Digital finding the most unique, quirky things to show off. It really helps their label.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it looks like all their hard work paid off, because apparently, as of this recording, this has become one of Devolver Digital's most well-sold games.
I
Yeah,
bet
no,
the production
it's
value looks
fantastic.
great so far. Look at this.
Ooh.
The fact that you can pull that off seamlessly with just a couple button presses is like, this is like, I think what a lot of people thought the kind of shoot 'em up games would feel like. Wow, wait, how? Okay, I was gonna say how. Wait,
Hey for awesome!
That's cool. It's just a little thing. So I'm trying to figure out like how you. I guess if you're on a higher difficulty, it increases it more.
Yeah. Actually,
A bit.
You voice Pedro Heroes too.
The fastest way out of Old Town is to a niche's fine dining restaurant on the other end of this industrial area.
Well, I guess we have our destination, so let's boot it.
I'm trying to like imitate how I remember him sounding in the trailers to a degree.
That's what I am doing too.
I also have to clear my throat. It's been a long day, but it's a spirit for fun. So, in your experience, James, how hard would you say this game is?
This game isn't like stupidly hard, but it does have ways to throw you in for a loop, especially when there's like multiple mooks on screen at once. Also, what doesn't help is that, I mean, you have a lot of options at your disposal, but there's also the matter of remembering that you have those options to begin with, like dodging.
OMG.
It looks like it takes a lot of. Oh no! It looks like it takes a lot of multitasking to a sense.
Oh, you better believe this game is like very, very much into the multitasking business.
Can you give me, assuming that we're not going to see all the tutorials in this game, assuming it changes up a lot, can you give me some examples of some of those like all buttons being used at all times?
Matt, if you would.
I can't exactly remember, but
Okay, so X.
think-
Okay, so X is for meleeing.
yeah. I can't exactly remember.
Hello.
Actually.
Jeez. Just kind of assault. The somersault.
But yeah, sorry for interrupting, Matt. Continue.
Continue.
I haven't completed the game, just to let you know, so I don't know.
Ah.
But pretty much, each world introduces, or each level, each area introduces a new gimmick or mechanic. Like this
Fair.
one has those the conveyor belts that go down.
Right,
Kitty.
little levers, little pulley things.
The next world introduces like zip lines and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, no,
it-
what's
and-
that?
and-
No,
Oh,
the next world
hold on.
introduces skateboards.
Yeah, used to place bursting, blah blah blah. I went to some crazy rave parties at this building. Bring back some memories.
Sorry, back
Just-
to you, James.
All I was saying is that the next world actually introduces freaking skateboards.
Right. It's this
What?
level that introduces the like each
Well,
world
it is
introduces
in
like,
this world. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it introduces like 3 mechanics and stuff like that. So yeah.
There's a dedicated skateboard button.
Well, sort of. I mean, you'll trust me. This game definitely knows how to what's the word? Twist things around every once in a while. Like sometimes you'll ride on a skateboard. Other times you'll kick a frying pan in the air and shoot at it for
Oh, that's
ricochet all
right,
the
to
bullets.
reflect-
Which, by the way, when we get to that, yes, that actually happens. I do want to voice Pedro in that second.
I mean, you gotta keep it. I mean, you gotta keep it varied, and again, like this thing seems to like really be like.
Hot tip. The aim.
It really seems to be holding for like the spectacle and the sheer like, bug nuts like
Oh yeah.
ideology of its humor.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it also makes up for the fact too that, like, by and large, this game's actually not that long at all.
Aw, but it looks like that's why it's built like an arcadey. Like you want to go for the best score and like.
Yeah, it is a very
that
arcadey
combo.
game. Also, I fucking
Snazzy.
love the music.
That's nice.
Yeah, the music's pretty good, and it also almost got me in trouble with YouTube.
Oh boy.
Wait, what? How
Yeah,
so?
I got a copyright claim from like five different claims on the same video, just because, like, if I had to assume most of the music here is licensed.
Actually,
probably is.
actually no. It's because they have like 5 different composers.
That would explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, by the time this is uploaded, it's not going to mean that much in the long run. It's just that, yeah.
You hear that hype? We gotta start talking and keep talking pronto.
Well,
how
the
was
thing
your,
is,
how
I've
was
been.
your day?
That was good. It's funny you make that joke about like we gotta keep talking pronto. I actually have been trying to ask questions, but you guys have been on a roll that
So
I didn't want to
sorry.
be rude.
Sorry.
Keep going ahead. Oh gosh,
Not
just keep
rolling
talking.
boy.
our eyes at it.
Well,
No,
okay, well, it's not that I think that. Again, I was just wanting to be considerate. I guess I will ask one of my questions. Is it required for you to kill like every person in the stage?
I don't believe so, but it's recommended.
Yeah, it's not required because it's not required, but yeah, heavily recommended.
Do you get
Yeah.
a bonus if you kill every enemy in a
Well,
level?
Yes.
yeah, right there, 10,000
Be
bonus.
for bonkers.
So it looks like there is some encouragement to go for high scores. Anything else?
Let me see. Just as
Right.
far as like, ooh,
We should be getting pretty close to Mr. Butcher's fine dining restaurant. Just carry on straight ahead. You can't miss it.
So how long would you peg this game to be?
I would say hard to say really. I'd imagine at most it'd probably last around 2 or 3 hours, but that's like a rough guesstimate. Well, actually, no, not 2 or 3 hours, more like 3 or 4.
Okay. Would you say that there's any, from what you've played, would you say that there are any moments where it's like the difficulty kind of spikes, or would you say that it's relatively fair for the most part?
It doesn't spike too harshly, but again, it's like, I would say like the difficulty does ramp up the more you keep playing, because, well, not only do you have the typical moves with the guns, but sometimes you have to deal with the turrets, and then I think somewhere in the next world they start introducing alarms into the mix.
Now, is there any sort of like is there any sort of deep story like Katana Zero, where you think that there's maybe we think there's like maybe like an issue, like the kind of like thing where like maybe this Pedro guy isn't who he says he is, maybe we're just like being used or something?
It does keep itself kind of bonkers for the most part, but there is kind of a serious story. Which, do you want me to spoil or no?
And probably for the sake of the look at, let's not. Maybe tell me afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, this game is pretty recent, so I would say keep the spoilers to a bare minimum.
I guess I will say real quick, like, we mentioned that, like, the game's obviously really bonkers, but it does have serious moments. Do the serious moments kind of clash with the overall bonkerness of this game?
So, from what I've noticed so far, not really. Like, they still keep the focus on the bonkers elements.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like, the only serious stuff is really at the end. But even then, it's like, yeah, you'll see.
I mean, let's put this into perspective here. One of the worlds you go through in the game, which also is also one of the shorter ones, is literally going through Pedro's happy place.
Okay, well, what I mean by that is, like, is in an instance where it's like, oh, it's all goofy madcap, but then at the end it's like, here's some super serious stuff out of nowhere that kind of clashes with the overall tone.
Oh, it's like
Not
a
really.
pacing off. Okay.
Not really. I'll tell you about it later.
All I'll say is, as far as the tone is concerned, it's honestly pretty comparable to the likes of another game that we covered not that long ago that Devolver also published, Gato Roboto.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's similar to that, though, well, far more M-rated.
Of course. Oh, jeez.
Like, this game
I
isn't.
wasn't-
Why do you
I
never
was-
reload?
Well,
Gotcha.
I mean, I say M-rated. No, this game's T for teen, so I shouldn't be
Gotta
saying
empty
that.
the clip pipe. Alright, gotta empty the clip map.
So what
No,
were
you
saying?
don't have to. You can reload.
But it's fun. I was just
Like
saying,
there?
I was trying to be sarcastic. It's fun to empty the clip. I think you were supposed to
See
write
where I
on top
realized
of it.
I should just ride on the fucking barrel.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Well, how much is this game?
$20.
Yeah.
Okay.
It did go. It was on sale for a little while, like prior to its release. But yeah, I think it just goes for $20 now. Which I will say, like,
Whoop.
but I will say, like, this game is great. Though I would honestly say, as far as Devolver's content is concerned, I would recommend getting the likes of Katana Zero first before this.
You know what? You know what?
That's fair.
I like this.
You know what? That is one thing I will give my friend Pedro over Star Fox. This one has a more accurate barrel roll.
Actually, maybe we should turn left back there.
We're not in the restaurant at all.
Never mind. We'll just take the scenic route.
Yeah, we've got the zips or the ropes rather.
Yay!
Maybe
Oh,
the zip
jeez.
lines were actually no. Yeah, the zip lines.
These are just these are just swinging cranes.
Why do you forget to use both the reload button and the time stopping button?
Because honestly, I just time stopping revolves around pushing the left stick, which is honestly something I never think to do oftentimes.
I was gonna agree. I was gonna say again. I agree. I feel like maybe they could have mapped that to a button like ZR or R.
Yeah, no, they should have, definitely. But
Also, I feel like in the case of reloading, it's honestly more easier to remember when I'm not using fucking
Ooh, oh boy.
machine
Oh,
guns.
that's so cool. You can just hang off of them to do that.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I
just
know
kill
in
them with a
I know
barrel.
in a later level you also get shotgun, which is pretty OP.
The,
yeah,
the banana psycho on the flying trapeze.
Does this guy actually have a name, or are we just gonna call him Banana Psycho?
he does not have a name.
Okay, Banana Psycho it is.
Yeah, he's whatever you want to make of him.
Or well, I think he does. Wait, no, I believe he does have a name. Or I'm actually not sure. I feel like the final boss, the main antagonist of the game, does reveal his name, but I can't.
I bet. Probably do something like that. There we go.
Probably goes to show how memorable that final boss was.
Don't.
Oh no,
but
it's a really fun final boss. I just can't remember her dialogue.
Well, he probably means the character itself, not the fight.
Yeah. Because not going to lie, she's kind of the one that actually makes she's kind of the one who actually makes the
Nice.
That she
banana.
gives some serious stuff to the story a little bit.
Fair enough.
I guess to put something into perspective here, I wouldn't count this much of a spoiler. Apparently, she's so powerful that she rules over the internet.
Yep.
Wow.
Whoop.
The whole internet. Alright, are we at the restaurant
Hold on,
now?
wait.
Not
That's
yet.
me still. I
bet
bet
you
biscuit
would-
you can't kick that ball into this hoop.
I thought Matt wanted to do that.
Oh, he was the guy. He was Pedro in the last level.
Whoop.
You mean?
Actually, sorry.
Yeah, true.
I think I had all the biscuits.
Damn it.
How odd is it to hear a banana saying that he ate something?
The same thing that it was weird that he had that whole. Do you?
I love this.
I double bet you can't take out that guy with the ball.
This time for a scone.
Boom.
There you go.
You must have
now
kicked
he-
that thing pretty double damn hard if you killed him with it.
Humorous as it is, though, that option is incredibly situational.
Well, yeah, you need a ball.
Like I find it just far more convenient to just either kick them or shoot them.
It's but yeah, with all the options available to you, it does remind me a lot of Hotline Miami with its versatility.
This game is essentially Hotline Miami in 2D.
Yeah, unlike Katana
Side
Zero.
scrolling, side scrolling, not top down. You know what we mean, but
Katana Zero is side scrolling.
No, he's
No,
talking
no,
about
I was
Miami
make-
being top down.
yeah, I was making a joke of when James said it's like Hotline Miami but in 2D. I'm like, Hotline Miami is a 2D game, but I was saying it's like, but we meant like side scrolling as opposed to top down.
And hell, this game is actually in 3D.
Yes,
It's
These are 3D
2.5D,
models.
kind of.
Yeah. Oh, nice explosives. Do you guys remember the really crazy like launch trailer that was all like animated?
Oh, that is one of my
that
favorite
was great.
trailers. Just hands down, that's one of my favorite trailers.
Ah, there we go.
I'd have to go back and rewatch it. Like, I remember it existing, I just don't remember a lot of the finer details.
By the way,
I'm looking-
the pistols do not have ammo, but the other guns do. And also, it's another awkward button to press to change the change the weapon.
Right, pushing
It's
the right analog stick.
Nope.
No, pushing up on the D-pad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not gonna lie, like, I'm sure this is a fine game and all, but just from what I'm hearing you guys talking about, it sounds like the controls are gonna be a little finicky to get used to.
Okay, that's the thing. They take a little getting used to, but once you get used to it, it's a lot of fun.
Honestly, Hype, I would just say the best way to compare it is like trying to get used to the mechanics of Crash Team Racing.
I think it'd be perfect if this game comes out on PC, if it isn't already on PC.
It is. Actually, that's the funny thing. This game is, as far as I'm concerned, is only available on PC and the Nintendo Switch. That's
Yep.
it.
I think it'd be great if on PC at least, if you could remap controls.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Aim for the hoop.
But,
3-pointer!
ow! Oh, what, did the
Wow,
brick
I was-
explode?
No,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
not
an
a
explosive
brick,
tank.
it's a gas tank.
Oh, my bad.
But I do agree that I feel like that explosive radius should have been a bit farther. Anyway. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
I'll be right back.
No worries.
Okie dokie.
Keep it at it. But now that I'm looking at the weapon selection reel, is there any reason why you would ever want to like? Is there any reason why you shouldn't be in dual wield mode?
Beats the hell out of me.
Seems like you should always be in dual wield mode.
Maybe it's like the Devil May Cry effect where you get more score if you just use a weaker weapon.
Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an option and nothing more.
I mean, I can understand why if you didn't want to use a lot of ammo, you could just use one on like a couple guys. But it just seems like in all honesty, like in all opportunities, it's better just to have both weapons going nuts.
Yeah, it is kind of a waste.
Also-
here we are.
Oh, missed. Here you go. Here you go, Matt.
Ha! We made it. Mitch the Butter's fine dining restaurant. Maybe you could grab a couple of takeaways while we're here.
Hey there.
Also,
And
we
yeah,
can
it's
use
here where I
knives.
forgot the knife was a thing. So,
Nice.
You killed a man with
oh,
a
but
knife.
and you can also cover on the table.
Nice. Oh, there we go. But yeah, overall, how would you rate your experience with the game so far, James?
7.5/8 out of 10.
Alrighty.
Like, I still think it is a grand old time. It's just that I will admit, considering this came out roughly around the same time as Crash Team Racing, let that stew with how much time I've spent on this game.
I mean that's completely fair. It's the same.
All things considered, though, I am roughly around the halfway point. I am like already done with Pedro. I think they call it Pedro's home or something along those lines, but it's like I'm already past that point, so I should be. I'm in pretty close to the end. There's only like 5 or 6 chapters in all, with the final one only being 1 level long.
Sorry about that. I had to take Lucy out.
No worries. We just made it to the butcher's restaurant finally.
Ah.
Oh yeah, by the way, notice on the right, there's a frying pan.
Now let me say, hold on. First what you'll need is a sharp knife and a frying pan.
And there you go.
Nice.
Let it cook over an open fire.
So
Gunfire.
how does aiming with the bullet ricochet thing work?
It's automatic.
Yeah.
It'll just automatically target anyone around corners?
Yes.
Kind of. There is a way where it's not automatic, but only a little.
Well, it's more convenient than you'd think.
That's pretty nice.
Ow.
Now we go back to Matrix mode.
I would love if every time you break through those glass
Nice.
walls, it's just a sound clip of the guy going like, "Ow!"
Like through the glass, like, oh my gosh, this hurts. Uh-oh. I also like that they give bonuses for things like epic entrance kill.
Yep.
Marvelous.
So when can we get? So I don't know if Keanu Reeves wants to get in on this, but when can we expect a John Wick skin?
Ask the developers.
I mean, Payday 2 does have a John Wick scene. Hold on. Anyways.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, boss. She's all loaded up and ready to go.
There's hype.
Oh, about damn time! And you better have dealt with a railway meatbag by the time I'm back! Useless slackers!
Sometimes it really hurts my feelings. Let's just stick around here for a while and enjoy the music.
It is some nice music.
Yeah, some nice Portal Samba music. Look,
I was about to say.
there's a motorcycle at the top of the stairs. This is our chance to escape.
A motorcycle. That's what babies use as motorcycles.
Also, behold. Oh, crap! Look, it's the meat bag!
Away!
Alert the others! Let's get him! Fun fact, these are like the only 2 that don't die in the whole game.
Hooray! Let's go.
So now we get to ride on a motorcycle. And
Now it's 2.5D.
Honestly, it's funny looking back on this, considering we just had another game not that long ago that takes place on the motorbike. Or there was a stage on the motorbike.
We have a John Wick-like game on with time manipulation. Of course.
Oh jeez, we could really. So is there? So oh gosh.
Ooh.
So looking at it, it doesn't look like we can aim up. It doesn't look like we can aim forward or backward into the the
you can
background.
only aim left and right.
So we have to be on the same level as them when we're going back and forth. Also, this music is rocking.
Oh yeah, no.
This music's great.
This soundtrack is
Oh
freaking
gosh.
awesome.
Oh lordy.
Also from my personal experience, I've noticed that boss stages are like the easiest way to get like A ranks or higher.
Because they throw everyone at you.
Yep. And this game cherishes nothing more than the bloodshed you commit.
Certainly going up in the value though. I'm liking it though.
Yeah, just imagine like all this carnage on the street, and yet somehow your therapist is gonna be a prick and assume that you caused all this.
Yeah, every time. Oh yeah.
Fair.
Oh jeez. Man,
You were
I
saying
want there
that?
to be like some crossover.
Same.
I would, it would be kind of funny if there was ever a. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't make any sense considering the fact that the character Katana Zero doesn't use a gun.
Yeah, I was say, he's fought people with guns before, and it does. Would it really make his
Oh crap!
Oh gosh, there's Butcher. Would it really make
Huzzah!
less? Oh,
Get over here, you
would
imbecile!
it really make less sense than that time God of War appeared in Shovel Knight
Oh boy. Or the Battletoads.
or Battletoads?
You pay for what you did to my restaurant!
Just saying that I would love if there's like a Devolver verse. A Devolverse.
Fun fact. They have an entire soundtrack. Devolver Digital does, called the Devolver Digital Cinematic Universe.
I'll teach you some manners.
Is it just like oh god?
Oh God!
Is it just a couple of There we go.
Oh.
And there goes Mitch.
Good riddance. We need to lay low for a while. Head to District Null. See? No! I'm telling you. It's as good as deserted. You can hang around there while things go down.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pay no mind to the background literally fucking around with itself.
Because it's supposed to be so moving.
Silky smooth.
That fucking face.
That face.
I love it. Actually, okay, here's one downside to the Switch version aside from the PC. On the PC version, those little screens, the little screens on the side that show our best kill, we can save those clips on the PC version, but not on the Switch version.
I guess in all fairness, though, that's also... They probably only did that because you already have a video capture button.
Then what I would say, what I would like, is I would prefer if there was an option to push a button that would expand that preview to the full screen, so if you hit the capture, you would get the full capture resolution, as opposed to just looking... I feel like if there was a... So if I could improve that, I would have a button that just push X to expand the view so you can capture it from there, but...
Push X to expand banana.
No.
With that said, thank you very much for checking this out with us. It looks very fun.
Oh, good, glad to hear. And hope you all enjoyed our look at here on my friend Pedro for the Nintendo Switch. I mean, I definitely recommend it, especially if you're into this kind of bloodbath kind of stuff. And yeah, till next time.
Bye.
And this has been Pedro, here to remind you to eat most of my kind, because we have high potassium. Adios!
And I'm here to talk to you about the Kronos Initiative.